Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to do a quick video here with some tips to help all you beginner fishermen just to catch more fish in any body of water. Like I'm talking rivers, streams, little creeks, big lakes, ponds, anything. If you bring these three things to any body of water, I promise you, you'll catch fish. And if you're looking for just like big bass, this video is not for you. I'll do a separate video on that, but I'm talking any fish. Whatever fish you want to catch, if you just want to go to the river, bring your kids, get them on some fish, these are the three things you need, okay? First, this goes without saying, just a simple hook and a worm. Worms will catch anything that swims. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that, but I will tell you my favorite two ways to rig it. One, just a real small number 4, number 6 bait holder hook, split shot, foot up. That's it. You can cast it out. If you're not getting any bites in the bottom, maybe throw a little float on top, another foot up from the split shot, cast it out there, wait for the bites. You want to obviously find the fish first. If you're not getting any bites in the bottom, after a few minutes, switch. If you're not getting any bites up there, maybe try a different spot, okay? Because fish will either be on the bottom, where they'll eat it without a bobber, or they'll be suspended in the water column, okay? So those are the two places you want to look for fish. Let me mute my computer here so you don't hear all that. Second, this is a very versatile bait to use, and I'm talking about just your regular inline spinner there, okay? Doesn't matter what size. I think this is an 1/8 ounce. This will catch any fish that swims. I've caught 5-pound bass on these. I've caught 24-inch trout. I've caught small pike. These will catch anything that swims also. You can work these around the edges. You can work them in the flowing water, in current, in streams, in creeks, anywhere. This will catch I can promise you, it looks like a bait fish. Fish eat smaller fish. It's the circle of life. You will catch fish if you bring these. Favorite colors, I usually go white. White or black is good. Silver is good. Usually they have either a silver or a gold blade there that spins. Sorry, you can't really see that there. These will catch fish anywhere you go. I always keep a bunch of these, especially during trout season. I keep a bunch of these in my bag. Switch up colors if I'm not getting bites, fast to retrieve. If you want to trigger some quicker strikes there, slow it down if the fish are, lethargic and not feeding that fast. Very versatile baits. Highly recommend you keep a bunch of these. And honestly, this one is an Ozark Trail from Walmart. This was probably $1. Buy a bunch of them, throw them in your bag. Obviously, the Panther Martins are a little more expensive. They're a little better, I think. But it doesn't matter. You will catch fish on anything that looks like an inline spinner here that swims. And just when you're using these, I like to use no more than 6-pound test, just so you can cast them out a little farther and, detect bites, because you will have to set the hook on these. They do have a treble hook, so be careful if you're new to fishing and you don't want to, stab yourself with a treble hook. They're harder to get out of fish's mouth, so maybe not great for kids. If you're looking to take your kids and you want to, teach them how to take the hook out of the fish's mouth, might not be the best bet for you, but these, I promise you, you will catch a fish if you have nothing else but this. If you go to the stream today and you have nothing but an inline spinner, toss it out for an hour, you will catch at least one fish. I can promise you that. And my last tip on to catch any fish in any body of water would be a jig head and a soft plastic. This is a curly tail grub. It's pink and chartreuse. You can just thread it on there as you normally would. Like that there. Curly tail grub on a jig head. This is a 1/32 ounce jig head. You can go heavier, you can go lighter. It's a great thing about, being able to switch it up on the fly. If you have to get it out deeper, if fish are deeper, use a up to 1/4 ounce jig head with a soft plastic. If I'm fishing for crappie, I always go pink and green, because crappie, for some reason, in my area, love the pink and green curly tail. So I'll bring and again, these are so cheap. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money for this stuff. These jig heads, you can get a pack of them for a couple bucks on Amazon or Walmart, anywhere, and these are even cheaper. 99 cents for a pack of 10 of them at Walmart. So you're not breaking the bank. You can get all this stuff for dirt cheap today and go to a river and catch fish. And so this is a soft plastic. As I was saying, you can switch it up whatever color you want. I like these here. These are the 2.5-inch black shad gulp minnows. And when I tell you that this bait right here will catch any single fish there is, I mean it. Like, I have caught my PB bass on this, an 8-pound bass on a 2.5-inch gulp minnow, okay? I've caught 30-inch pike ice fishing with these. You can catch anything. These are my favorite bait of all time, the most versatile bait. You can fish it right on a jig head. You can fish it on a bare hook. You can fish it on a float. One of my favorite ways to fish these, if I don't know where the fish are, I will tie on a slip bobber. And what that allows me to do is to fish the entire water column, okay? I can keep raising my bobber stopper up. If the fish, I'm finding I'm getting strikes 8 feet down, I can raise that up, put the bait right in the target zone, so you will keep that bait right in front of the fish's face the entire time you're fishing. If you need to take it off, they make some bobbers like this. Instead of retying your entire line, they snap right on your line. Great. Pick them up at Walmart, like $2 a pack of 2 of them. They're very good. If you are finding you're getting a lot of bites, suspended fish, especially crappie, they'll be suspended. It really takes some time to adjust to find the strike area. So you might find yourself, oh yeah, I'm getting fish right on the surface. Okay, raise your bobber stopper up, put the bait right a foot down on the surface. You'll be triggering more bites. And these gulp minnows will catch fish anywhere. Like, I fish a stream that's 2 feet deep and I catch trout all year long on those things. They're phenomenal baits, and I can't say enough about them. The only thing I don't like about them is they're not as durable as they used to be. Product has gone downhill a little bit as far as like durability. I think they changed up the material. I don't know what it is, but Berkeley, if you're listening, fix it, because that is annoying. You'll go through a pack of those in a couple of days fishing. And one last tip, if you're using a float and you're finding that you're not hooking up fish as you normally would, here's one tip. When you're fishing and there's a lot of crappie especially, sometimes crappie will bite and they'll swim up with it, okay? Like, normally, like if you're fishing for bluegill or trout, your bobble will go in the water, you'll lose it, you'll know you have a fish on, okay? If you're fishing for crappie and all of a sudden, like, you see, oh, your bobber's moving, but you're not getting a lot of bites, that could very well be a crappie biting it, and what they do is they swim either up or to the side, so your bobber will do something like this. And you'll know that's when you set the hook, okay? Don't wait for it to go under, because the fish will most likely spit it out or realize it's a hook, or, you'll be too late. So as soon as you see your bobber just do anything like that, set the hook. Can't hurt. Worst thing, you set a hook on nothing, and it is what it is. But if you do have a fish, you're more likely going to catch it if you don't wait for it to go underwater completely. Okay, so those are my 3 main tips for catching any fish. If you're a beginner, if you're an expert, if you want to take your kids out, you got your worms, you have your inline spinners here, and then you have your jigs and your soft plastics or your gulp minnows. If you guys have any more tips, let me know, and I'll respond to your comments and check them out. But thank you for watching, and good luck out there in the water.